The political landscape in India was jolted on Monday, July 21, 2025, with the unexpected resignation of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankhar. Citing health reasons and the need to prioritize healthcare and abide by medical advice, Dhankhar's decision, communicated to President Draupadi Murmu, immediately triggered a flurry of speculation and political analysis. This abrupt exit, coming barely 2 years into his 5-year term and on the very first day of Parliament's monsoon session, has raised more questions than answers, demanding a critical examination of its timing, implications, and the underlying political currents. Dhankhar, at 74, became only the third vice president in India's history to resign before completing his full tenure, following V.V. Giri 1969 and R. Venkatraman 1987, both of whom stepped down to contest presidential elections. The official line from his office and his brother-in-law, Praveen Balwara, emphasizes long-standing health issues, including a stent implant procedure in March and persistent low blood pressure. Balwara stressed that Dhankhar is a workaholic and likely felt he couldn't justify both his health and official duties simultaneously. He also indicated that Dhankhar honored his family's wishes this time, hinting at a personal decision. However, the timing of the resignation, coinciding with the start of a crucial parliamentary session, has fueled intense speculation beyond the official health reasons. Opposition leaders, particularly from the Congress, have been vocal in expressing skepticism, calling the resignation inexplicable, and suggesting far deeper reasons that are more political than physical ill health. A key point of contention and speculation revolves around a specific 3.5-hour window on Monday, July 21. Congress leader Jairam Ramesh highlighted that Dhankhar had chaired a Business Advisory Committee (BAC) meeting of the Rajya Sabha at 12:30 p.m., attended by top government functionaries including Leader of the House J.P. Nadda and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju. The BAC was scheduled to reconvene at 4:30 p.m. However, Nadda and Rijiju reportedly did not show up for the second meeting, and Dhankhar was not personally informed of their absence. Ramesh asserted that Dhankhar rightly took umbrage and rescheduled the BAC for the next day, concluding that something very serious happened yesterday between 1 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. to account for the deliberate absence of Sri Nadda and Sri Rijiju. This sequence of events has led many to believe that a significant disagreement or development transpired during this period, directly precipitating the resignation. Jagdeep Dhankhar's nearly 3-year tenure as Vice President and ex officio Chairman of the Rajya Sabha was marked by frequent confrontations with the opposition and a series of controversial stances. His time as Governor of West Bengal 2019 to 2022 had already set a precedent for his assertive and often confrontational style, as he frequently clashed with the Trinamool Congress government. As Rajya Sabha Chairman, Dhankhar was often seen as a staunch defender of the government's position, leading to accusations of partisanship from the opposition. Key flashpoints included judicial overreach. Dhankhar was notably vocal in his criticism of the Supreme Court's 2015 decision to nullify the National Judicial Appointments Commission (NJAC) Act, calling it a glaring compromise of legislative authority. He also openly criticized the collegium system and made comments regarding alleged cash recovered from a High Court judge's residence. His final official act was notably allowing the submission of a motion for the removal of Justice Yashwant Verma of the Allahabad High Court, giving him equal authority as the Lok Sabha Speaker in selecting members for the Judicial Inquiry Panel. This move, coming a day after the government's announcement of proceedings against the judge, further underscored his stance on judicial accountability and parliamentary supremacy. Parliamentary clashes. His interactions with opposition members were frequently tumultuous. He declined to summon PM Modi for discussions on the Manipur violence, leading to strong protests. The winter session of 2023 saw an unprecedented 146 opposition lawmakers suspended, widening the chasm between Dhankhar and the opposition. No confidence motion. In December 2024, Dhankhar faced a rare no-confidence motion filed by the opposition, making him the first vice president to face such a prospect, a clear indicator of the deep polarization during his term. Partisan remarks. He was often criticized for rhetoric perceived as partisan, dismissing farmers' protests as crocodile tears and praising the RSS as a global think tank. The suddenness of his departure, after a tenure marked by such intense constitutional and political friction, makes the official health reasons explanation difficult for many to accept at face value. Dhankhar's resignation creates a significant vacuum in the Indian political landscape. The Vice President holds the second highest constitutional office, serving as the ex officio Chairman of the Rajya Sabha and acting as President in case of vacancy or inability. While the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha will discharge the Chairman's duties in the interim, the office of Vice President cannot remain vacant for long. The Constitution mandates that an election to the Vice President's office must be held as soon as possible in the event of a vacancy. The Election Commission will initiate the process, with the new Vice President serving a full 5-year term. The Electoral College for the Vice President comprises members of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, 788 MEGAPET, ASE, COND in total. As the ruling BJP-led National Democratic Alliance (NDA) holds a majority in this electoral college, they are expected to put forth a candidate who can secure a comfortable victory. Speculation is already rife regarding potential successors. Names being discussed include Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh, AJD UMP, seen as enjoying the government's trust, and even more significant political figures. Some political observers have even floated the Nitish theory, suggesting a BJP ploy to bring Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar to the politically significant but less hands-on Vice President's role, potentially ahead of upcoming assembly elections. While NDA leaders in Bihar have dismissed this, the political rumor mill is in full swing. Dhankhar's tenure and his sudden exit also bring into sharp focus the role and powers of the Vice President in India's parliamentary democracy. While the Vice President's primary constitutional duty is to preside over the Rajya Sabha, the office also carries a significant symbolic and often political weight. Dhankhar's assertive style and his strong views on issues like judicial appointments have reignited debates about the balance of power between the executive, legislature, and judiciary. His resignation further underscores the delicate nature of these high constitutional offices and the often unspoken political pressures that can influence their occupants. In conclusion, Jagdeep Dhankhar's resignation, officially attributed to health, is steeped in an air of political intrigue given its abruptness and the context of his often confrontational tenure. While the immediate focus will be on the constitutional process to elect a new vice president, the incident will undoubtedly continue to be dissected for its deeper political ramifications, providing fodder for analysis on power dynamics, parliamentary conduct, and the ever-evolving narrative of Indian politics.